Hi everyone. Welcome back to Lisa's Love and Light. How you guys doing? Happy Friday. So sorry I couldn't be here yesterday, but I'm here again as I stated I would be. And thank you all for being here and joining me. And I hope you guys are having a good day and had a good week. We had a lot of rain this morning, and I'm like really tired today, but the day is almost over and it's Friday, so that's a good thing. I'm looking forward to just resting. I'm glad the rain stopped because at one point it was raining really hard. But how are you guys doing? I hope everything is well and keep showing up here, keep inviting others, subscribe to the channel, have them subscribe as well. Because we're going to get into all types of topics. Sometimes it's going to be just, light, and other times it's going to be intense. But in any event, the message is here. If it resonates with you, um, let it, how do I say this? If it resonates with you, then perhaps it can help you within your own situations because I'm not a counselor, I'm not a therapist, I am not a social worker. What I am is someone who's gone through a lot of these trials and tribulations and toxic situations, and I talk about ways that I've healed from it and how I have gotten through the challenges and the difficult times because of it. And perhaps what I speak about here, if any of you are going through any of these things, perhaps the way I talk about how I've gotten through it might help you as well. So, guys, with that being said, let's get into this topic of discussion. And the topic of discussion today is building from the ground up as you continue to heal. Building from the ground up as you continue to heal. One of the things that is so important to do when you are healing from pain, from childhood wounds and trauma, and all types of drama and negativity and toxicity, is to set boundaries. I learned early on that that is so important to set boundaries because if you don't set boundaries, then you invite the toxicity in as you're trying to heal from it. Because toxic situations, toxic individuals will try to come in and come back into your life. And I don't allow it back in. When I set the boundaries, and those boundaries are being crossed or disrespected, I cut off, block, and delete immediately. Because everybody, as I say, it's important, especially now, to put ourselves first, to put yourself as a priority so that you can heal your mental and physical health. Because without that, you can't take care of yourself. You can't take care of anyone or anything around you. So that must be a priority. And one of the ways to do that, that I do it, is by setting boundaries. And if you have to lose some folks along the way because um, you set boundaries and explain why you're setting these boundaries, then perhaps think about why they were in your life in the first place. And what I had to do is make a pro and con list. And when the cons outweighed the pro, I started to set boundaries. And when they were crossed, as I said, I had to close doors. But as I did that, I always take God as my partner because I would never be able to get through this without going to God, because this is a struggle. It's a challenge, but I have overcome those challenges as I persevere, crawl, bite through these things. And a lot of these things have been painful, but when we see the pain, and like tears, people will tell you that's a sign of weakness, but in reality, it's not. It's a sign of strength because the tears are an outlet for the pain. Do things that's going to release this pain within you, not things, not toxic things, but things that are going to release you so that you don't stay stuck and stagnated in a pain, because you can't grow, heal, and evolve if you're stuck in pain and things that cause you pain. So it's so important to continue to focus on that and to stay in a place of healing. The other thing is building from the ground up. This is what I had to do because I had lost so much back during the shutdown and people passing away and my dog passed away. All these things I had to rebuild, you know. And what I concentrated on back then is just music, a lot of music. Now, today, I take time out for myself, which is important. Listen to soft music. A lot of times I have a headset on. I listen to uplifting videos that are going to uplift me and uplift my spirit. Things to keep you in a high vibration. Because we're in a world today where people just don't care. People are on this, it's a spirit in a world today of hate. A lot of people are on a hate train right now. And love and light is the answer. God is the answer. And when people gravitate to what's negative and toxic, they can't grow, heal, or evolve because they're stuck and stagnated in that toxicity. But they have a choice, like we all have a choice, you know? And if people choose to heal, that's great. That's wonderful. Just keep focus on that and continue. But other people who do not choose to heal at this particular time, perhaps they're not ready. However, you don't have to choose to be abused or be in a toxic situation or let people disrespect you. You know, you can tell others, show people how to treat you, set boundaries, and know that you have a choice and that you don't ever have to put yourself last. You know, that you matter just as much as the other person. If people don't believe that, but that's on them, that's not your problem. Move forward. And if you have a passion or a desire for something like a small business or something that is going to bring you a second or third income, do those things that's going to uplift your spirit, make a strategic plan for it, and just move forward. One of the things I had to learn on this journey so far, which has been difficult for me, is to not share my personal business and blessings with any other people because I don't know who I'm sharing information with. And just keep moving forward, keep going. Don't allow anyone or anything to stop you from healing. Like I said, the world is spinning mostly on toxicity and misery. It's a shit show right now. I try to keep my vibes high so I don't stay in that low toxic situation. What I do is keep my vibes high, stay away from the toxicity, set those boundaries in place. And even when I'm watching shows on, TV or whatever, it's something light for the most part. I don't engage in a lot of the news, just a little bit, maybe 5 or 7 minutes of it, and then I turn it off. Just, because too much toxicity can lower your vibration. I also don't engage in drama and things. When people talk, let them talk. If others want to believe the lies and the drama and whatever, then what I do is think about that. Well, why is people believing this instead of researching what the truth is? Whenever anybody tell me anything about anything, an event or whatever, I read something the other day about a huge celebrity that said he passed away. I actually went and researched it and wasn't true. Research what people are telling you because people sometimes get bored and they like to have drama and toxicity going on. So they will tell you some outrageous story about people who are in a place of healing and just, bettering their lives and, vibing high. And they would say all types of negative things about it just because of because they are not on that healing train. But if people believe these things without researching it, you know, to me, it makes me feel as if they want the drama and toxicity. So I stay away from all of that. And what I do is ask God, I transmute the energy to God so that I can stay on the healing train to help myself and to help others here by talking about the things I go through. But if those of you who want to build from the ground up, sometimes you have to close the doors to the past in order to move towards those new doors that God has over here that He wants to open up for you. but you can't bring sometimes the past with you due to the toxicity, because all the healing work that you've done so far can be torn down again if you allow the toxicity and the things back into your life that hurt you in the first place, that put you on a healing journey. So those doors have to be closed. And I promise you, from my own experiences of taking God as my partner by praying, and I'm not religious or any of that, but I do love and believe in God, and He has helped me so much on this healing path. And when I feel like down from time to time or whatever, I talk to God about these things. And, what I can't control, what's out of my control, I give to God, transmute the energy to God, and let Him deal with it while I stay focused on my healing. I don't let anyone or anything interfere with that. And sometimes, people don't like boundaries, but that's okay. What I do is explain why those boundaries are implemented in the first place. And if they still have a problem with it, then perhaps we have to close these doors and let it be, and cut off, block, and delete. In the beginning, it was hard to do that, but as more time went by and I continued to do a pro and con list, and the cons outweighed the pros, then I did what was necessary for me so that I can continue to grow, heal, and evolve. Perhaps that is the best solution. And it is important to stay optimistic as well. Never let yourself uh, allow pessimistic um, things to slip into your mind and make you think things are hopeless. Continue to move forward. Continue to love on yourself so that you can continue to grow, heal, and evolve. And then self care, because the more you do these things, time for yourself, meditate, prayer, and do things that build you up, then as you build yourself up, you will do more, and start focusing on the things that you want to see in your life on a positive, you know. Little baby steps, as I talk about, especially in my other videos about taking baby steps. And as you continue to stay on this path, you will see the results. It may be slow coming in, but I promise you, you will see the results. I'm living proof of that as God continues to help me as I continue to move forward. Because what I do is in prayer, I ask God as I take steps, I ask Him to take steps behind the scene to help me. He has been doing that. And I've been seeing irrefutable proof of it. It's so important, guys. It's not easy, but take it one day at a time. Don't be too hard on yourself and build from the ground up. Sometimes we have to close doors to things that we had and build because maybe it wasn't built on a solid foundation. So now it's being broken down so that we can close those doors, heal, and then build again. And when we build again, it's going to be on solid ground with a solid foundation so that we can move forward and, be happy, have inner peace. It's so important, guys, to have that inner peace, because once you have that, um, nothing can take that away from you. Things will still happen in life. Nobody is exempt from things happening, going, from trials and tribulations, but they won't be so difficult as before because lessons have been learned. As I talked about in prior videos, everything happens for a reason in life, a reason, season, lifetime, or a lesson. And once you learn lessons, like in my case, many of these things were repeated lessons. Once you learn them, the doors get closed and you can move forward to the new. Also, make sure that you're taking time out for yourself to self-care and to make sure you're embracing life, living it to the fullest and not just existing. That's so important. And look for people and open doors to people and situations where they are supporting you and they truly have your back, and people who really care about you and who's not going to bring toxicity and abuse in your life. That's so important, people. And you're going to have good days, you're going to have not so good days, but don't give up on yourself. It's important because when you love you and self-care, other people, the right people will come, the right people and the right doors will open. You just have to believe and change your mindset for the better. you know, and not to have that broken mentality. Continue to move forward. It doesn't matter if other people um, who are not supporting you, gravitate to those who will. Open up new doors, build that new foundation on solid ground so that you can see the results that you need to see. It is so important for us to move forward and stay at a place of peace instead of broken down into pieces. Also, take back your power. If you have given your power to others, it's important to take back your power, because as you do that, you make your decisions, not being a puppet on a string to anyone, so you can move forward and grow, heal, and evolve. That is the key factor here. That is the message today. Thank you all for being here. Enjoy your weekend. Share this message with others and subscribe to the channel, because Monday through Friday I'll be here uplifting you. The messages will be different, but it's all related to healing and taking care of yourself, self-care. Thank you again, everyone. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you Monday. Bye for now.